It's 1/26/2023, and yeah, my hair is still a whack. I still haven't figured that one out. It's something that's in progress. So anyway, one of my students suggested, Onna, you could go to the hair salon. I'm like, I didn't even think about that option. But anyway, it's like, I'm glad for the ideas that come sometimes. But anyway, I went shopping today. It is still Lunar New Year, and most of the shops are shut, but the Hualien Farmers Market is open. And I was feeling a little bad this last week, so I was like, Anna, you spent more than you thought. But then I added it up, and I was like, I've only spent about 1,500 in TD before today, which is the equivalent of like $50. So I'm like, I'm not going to be berating myself. That's almost a week, and I've only spent $50. I think, good job. But anyway, I went shopping today and spent about 500 in TD, which is about $15. But this is for the remainder of the week. On the weekend, I am going shopping for next week because I don't want to have to be running around the last week I'm here in Hualien before I go back to Dam Shui. And there are a few things that I want from a store here called Ponyo, because that's the name of the Studio Ghibli movie. I think it's Ponyo? I don't know, Poxy? Anyway, it's a store here that sells like beauty products, home goods, that kind of thing. So there's a handful of things I'm going to get there before I leave, just so I have them, because I honestly have no idea where to get them in Taipei or Dam Shui. So anyway, I went to the grocery store today. I got these. Doing laundry here in Taiwan is a little different than doing laundry in the States, because I have noticed that my clothes are not smelling fresh when they come out of the washer, because the washers here are built a little differently. You have to put them on soak cycle for about 2 hours with something that's scented like this, and then run them through an irregular load. Otherwise, your clothes aren't going to smell fresh, and you probably will end up throwing away some clothes. So I ended up going back to the store. I have some of these left, but they're packets of soap. I don't want to carry a bag of soap, because the liquid soap here is in bags without resealable tops. You just cut the bag and then hope it doesn't spill out everywhere, which I'm not for. I'm like, no, I'm not doing that. And I know these don't react to my skin. The other kind, I'm not sure of, and about 2 years ago, I got a bunch of rashes on my skin from the soap I was using. So I'm just sticking with the soap because I know I can buy it, and this will get me through probably a month and a half. So, because I only do laundry about once a week now. But you have to soak it for 2 hours on the soak cycle, which I only know about because I ran my Google Translator over the washer lid buttons, and it told me soak, so I'm like, soak it for 2 hours, and then I run it through as a regular load without any soap. So at the end of the day, my clothes smell like white musk, whatever that is. I don't know, but it works. And that's firecrackers going off for New Year's. I also got milk. Breakfast I'm really enjoying. They make a granola here in Taiwan that's a nut granola and a fruit granola. And so sometimes for breakfast, when I don't want to have to rush out and get something, I can just eat a bowl of granola here. And it's for my coffee, because instant coffee is very delicious, but you need to add a little bit of milk and a little bit of sugar, because I got the unsweetened variety. Bad decision. I'm going to finish it up. This I bought because here in Taiwan, they do not really have kitchens. So because of that, you can make instant noodles or oatmeal in your bowl. I would love to get a glass bowl, but the glass bowls I have found are about $10, and I'm also prone to be a little klutzy, and I'm not spending $10 on a glass bowl that's maybe going to break into pieces the next day. So if I find a glass bowl that's more reasonable, I will definitely be spending money on it, but at this point in time, I got a BPA-free. I ran Google Translator over this. It's BPA-free in Chinese. Yeah. This is a Japanese noodle bowl. You can use it in the microwave. You can also use it with the instant kettle. The heat will not release plastic chemicals that are dangerous because it does not have the BPA in it, apparently. So, and it comes with its own little spoon and set of plastic chopsticks. So that is my emergency dinner thingy. A lot of the instant noodles comes in bricks, and you cannot make those at home without some kind of bowl, whereas a lot of them come in the cup, but most of those are spicy, except for one miso onion soup one, which is delicious. But I might want to try some of the other kind, and I can't do that without the bowl. I also bought this for like about 75 NTD. So these are not used very often in the States, but these are a lifesaver here because I don't dry anything in the dryer here. I just hang up my socks, underwear, bras on this, and my shirts on hangers and my pants on hangers. Now I might invest in some clothespins so that my pants don't keep falling off the hangers in the window, which I'll do that today because I'm like, I'm not willing to spend another 70 NTD today. So this is water. I got it for 10 NTD a piece. I do not drink the water here from the tap. It's not going to hurt you, but it does kind of cause indigestion because of the high sulfur content, I believe. I'm not quite sure. But anyway, this is like 10 NTD. It's purified water, and that's about the equivalent of 30 cents a piece for these ginormous waters. So anyway. I got another of these. I am absolutely loving these foldable fruit knives. You like them? Very nice, very good. But they fold, so you don't have to worry about cutting yourself when you're going through your luggage, which is fabulous. So anyway, I bought one extra of those. I already have one. I also got high chews for about 40 cents a piece. Well, and my Mentos are releasing into the universe. Oh no. Okay. They're my Mentos. Because sometimes I'm getting really anyway. I linked to the also, these are very important. When you go out to eat, they have very small napkins. So I put these in my bag so I can wipe my hands up and wash my face off after dinner, just because it feels a little more tidy than the tiny paper napkins. Also, some of the restrooms do not have toilet paper, so I usually carry a box of tissue in my bag, and also these, just they do have toilet paper. Often you have to take it into the stall with you, which I'm forgetful. So I'm like, no, not gonna do that one. So anyway, I then went to the 7-Eleven where I got the milk because I forgot it at the grocery store, and I got 2 yams. They store these in like little warmers by the door, so they're really quite delicious cold. So I got that. Also, when I was at the grocery store, I picked up these for about $2.50, I think. These are Kotex. You can buy, I was really worried about coming here because I was like, I don't know if they have feminine products. I know most people don't think like I do, but I'm like, I don't know if they have it. They have way more feminine products here than they had in the States. I mean, like, by far. So, and much more usable feminine products for me than they had in the States. But the one thing they do not have is tampons. So if you're into tampons, they do not have those here. You need to bring your own. You're not going to find them anywhere. So, but any store you go into, whether it's a pharmacy, whether it's a grocery store, whether it's 7-Eleven, sells either Always brand, Kotex brand, or their own brands of, Taiwanese brands of pads. So I'm mainly just sticking with the Kotex because I know them, and the Taiwanese ones I can't read Chinese, so I'm like, these I really can't read either, but I know enough to know if this will work. But that was my excursion today. And I'm getting ready to teach lessons and study, because I didn't study yesterday. It's like the universe didn't want me to study, because I've been really working hard to, I don't mean a word, I obsessively study so I get things done way before they're due. But yesterday I got locked out of the, there's the fireworks. But anyway, I got locked out of my portal for my college, and I was like, I got a little frustrated. I tried 3 times. I'm like, it's 90 days. They want you to re-authenticate using your phone, which you no longer have that phone because being the brilliant one that you are, you misplaced your SIM card where you put it very carefully somewhere. I'm like, I have no idea where that SIM card is. So I gotta call Googlify probably later today about that. It's like when you go to confession. I've never gone to confession, but I'm like, I kind of think it would be kind of that way. Google, I'm sorry, I lost my SIM card. Can you do anything? I'm in Taiwan. And I really don't care about getting the SIM card back. I just want to transfer my phone to Google Voice, but I'm like, I don't know how to do that without the SIM card. So we'll see how this goes. But anyway, I'm going to study for my tests. I have 2 more lessons here before lunchtime, and I got and they made me a lovely $1.97 chicken egg sandwich for breakfast. It comes in this lovely container that says thank you in many different languages. I'm like, oh, cool. So anyway, these are the sandwich. I like grilled chicken. I'm trying to be healthy because of cholesterol, but every once in a while I have one of these. It's got mayo, a chicken patty, and an egg, and they're really delicious even cold. So you really can't beat the price. Have that for lunch. Finish up my Principles of Management quiz and my Principles of Management discussion. Then I think I have one more thing which I'll finish up tonight. Then I'll be done with Principles of Management. Then I have to read a truckload of material for my business law class. I'm like, okay, I can do this. I can. 2 chapters, about 100 pages, 100 pages. I'm like, I can do this. And then I have to answer the discussion by Friday and do one other thing in a quiz. And I'm like, I really want to get that done before Saturday so I can just spend the whole day at the beach, sitting on the bench looking at the waves if I want to. I know we all have weird ways we spend our free time. And I'm like, that sounds really nice. Last week I did that, but I ended up nodding off, and I woke up and there's this elderly Chinese man or Taiwanese man looking at me going, he's also sitting on a bench looking at the waves, half asleep. But I'm like, he's probably thinking, that crazy American woman. But anyway, I'm like, it's okay. Taiwan's a very safe place to fall asleep, and it was a beautiful view. It's just like, it's very peaceful, waves crashing on the shore and being very nice, and birds and all that. But anyway.